Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weeks have gone off to a great start. We are waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes. And also, as I said in the community post on Saturday, I apologize for goofing up the date of the sponsored stream. It was not Saturday, obviously. And as I said yesterday, on yesterday's episode, I did pre-record that because I was anticipating the sponsored stream to be happening on Saturday, but it's actually this coming Saturday. So my bad on that one. Sorry for any confusion. But we have a new meme of the day / artwork of the day submitted here by Klutz Gaming. Title of the thread was Sin Riding the Goat. Yes, indeed. That is the GOAT, Rayquaza, along with little Sishay. And then they also said, got bored working late, decided to do a little doodle while I was listening to some Sin. Honestly, it's still better than anything I can come up with. I like it. I do like it indeed. Let's see some color next time. I think that would be really cool. Thank you very much, Klutz Gaming, and everyone who upvoted that one. Let's hop on into today's episode. Got the hiccups. Today is going to be Papa 03 Foxtrot, 0 X-Ray Golf, Quebec. Good tiers, good damage. I mean, just awful movement speed, but we'll get through it somehow. We're also starting off with Tooth and Nail, which is going to give us a very brief window of invincibility whenever it triggers. We also have no idea how much HP we have because Curse the Unknown. That's always fun. But yeah, so that was my bad on the on the scheduling. Or not the scheduling, but the announcement of when the stream was going to go live. I think that I got the Saturdays mixed up when I saw the post from the network. So that's definitely my dang on that one. I didn't mean to confuse anybody. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but yeah. So obviously it's coming up this Saturday, not Saturday, as you all are well aware of. We're also starting with Necronomicon, of course, which is going to do a big old AoE damage. Yeah, I mean, this is not a terrible start. I would just like to get some more movement speed if we could. There we go. Necronomicon, of course, is going to destroy everything in the room. Well, not destroy everything. It does an adequate amount of damage, but it's certainly nothing that you can really rely upon, as we're going to get Mom's Eye as well. Of course, it's going to freeze enemies and be a very good crowd control source. Go ahead and show you what the Necronomicon does there. Necronomicon, it does a decent amount of damage. It's nothing to really write home about. But if you have nothing better, then yeah. Room was there. A very weird spot for the secret room. Try to get a little bit of extra moolah here. A golden bomb, of course, is going to be very useful in helping us deal damage to the boss. Not that we really need it all that much. Wow, I'm actually shocked that the super secret room is not there. As we get cardio coin, and definitely take the time to use this cardio coin here and get as much as we can, hopefully. And we do have enough for a premium item. Joke's on you, cardio coin. We can get to that. Golden bomb was nice because it did give us a couple of extra bombs. We can still get there. This cardio coin just keeps on going. There we go. Gonna be Steven. Hopefully we end up getting Steven the damage upgrade. Not that our damage is bad or anything, but like how many times lately have we seen us basically get no damage upgrades for quite a while? We're gonna get a little Steven. We could potentially go back and bomb for the super secret room. There's no reason why we can't do that or won't do that, except out of pure laziness. Not exactly sure where it is, though, is the thing. There it is. I figured it was probably over here. Okay, so yeah, not a bad start overall. Necronomicon, again, I do like the fact that it does help us with AoE. It does a decent amount of damage. Ooh, yeah, we are not in good shape for HP here, so we got to be real cautious. A little bit of a phantom shot there from Ministro, but while we're getting this floor rocking and rolling here, go to last week's question of the episode, which was, what is your take on 7 Seals / Little Harbingers, which of course is the exact same item. And a lot of people like to weigh in on this one. Obviously, it's not a very popular item. Really, it's not around where I am. Not around these parts. But, ooh, there's a double Tendon Rock over there. So really quickly here, before we answer the question of the episode, if you notice that little X right there, On the bottom left-hand side, if you look really closely, again, it's hard to see with the encoding sometimes, and also depending on what device you're on. But there's a little dark X to the left there, and that is a double tinted rock. A regular tinted rock would have one on the bottom right. So it's very, very clear and distinct. We do get another bomb anyway, so we are going to be able to go into the curse room. A couple extra cents for our troubles. Okay, there we go. Right. But yeah, a lot of people weighing in on a somewhat popular or unpopular item. I mean, I'm not a fan, as everyone knows. The most upvoted comment came in from Emil Kuhn, or Kuhn, I should say. Trying to read through the cough there. Who said, yeah, whatever. Who said, in my opinion, every familiar, including Bob's Brain, is a must-take because they only make you stronger. If you take damage because of them, it's a skill issue. Strongly disagree with that statement, but thank you very much for your comment, Emil. It's not always your fault if you take damage from something that explodes, especially randomly. So yeah, strongly disagree with that, but there you go. Second most upvoted comment comes in from Ronnie J, who said, 7 seals I only take when I'm having a hard time clearing rooms. The warflies are annoying, but the harbingers can deal respectable damage. And that's something that, like, a lot of people don't realize about the harbingers, is that they do deal contact damage, and it's a good amount of damage if you let it be. Yeah, so there's a regular tinted rock. Obviously, this is not the same sprite as that other one. Gotta be careful with these. No, not trying to donate to the judgment here. Although we do have enough money. We will probably donate to the judgment anyway eventually. But right now we want to get to the store. But yeah, the amount of contact damage is respectable to a certain extent. I still think that the annoyance of the warflies, especially the fact that they can deal damage to you, is just straight up just not worth it. Especially considering that it's a devil deal item sometimes, and they make you pay for it. And also on top of that, it also comes up in the angel room as well. So there's no way that the shop can be over there. So we're gonna have to do ourselves a good old-fashioned Sinvicta dead end clear. But yeah, it's, you know, the warflies, in my opinion, are the biggest problem with the 7 seals. You know, if people like to use them, then sure, you know, fine. It's up to you. It's just not my cup of tea. You get a High Priestess card here from the shop. We're gonna be able to use that to diggity dunk this first floor boss. Now, one thing I am worried about is if we end up not getting an HP upgrade from this judgment, we are not gonna have enough HP to really take anything from the devil deal. Yeah, it might be a little presumptuous here. All right, we gotta go with honeys. Going with honeys. I haven't had a honeys in a while. Your secret room's right there, by the way. Last but not least, on the subject of the 7 seals, we had, I'm gonna say, Zelicu or Zelik. They said they're unpredictable, so not an item I usually go for. Overall, weak item for how much work. For how much work getting an angel deal / devil deal item is. They are so cute, though. Thank you very much, Zelicu. Also, that was possibly the best 5 cents we ever spent. Ever on the High Priestess card. On God, FR, no cap. Gonna give us a movement speed upgrade for sure, and I don't know if we go into the... We need damage for sure, Ooh, boy, this is tough. We have to take the mark if we're going to take 2 here. It's hard to pass up piercing shots. It really is. We are going to get ourselves a movement speed upgrade and damage upgrade. We do get a Tears Down from Death's Touch. As much as I would love to take Death's List, I just don't think it's worth it here. Like with Death's List, we've talked about how Death's List is really kind of falling off for me. I don't think that it is truly worth going out of your way to get sometimes if you're on relatively low HP. There's another Judgment. We absolutely need to get some HP here, but we got to be careful of any bombs that he may lay. All right. The Judgment so far has given us Restock and the Black Bean. And we can actually go into the Curse Room and come out for free, thanks to Tooth and Nail. You saw me use right there, and that actually netted us 2 Soul Hearts. That's huge on that. See the freezing effect there from Mom's Eye as well. Yeah, so I mean, we got ourselves a good amount of damage to start with here. Obviously, Soul is going to show us where the boss room is. That's great and all, but there's no benefit to us until after we beat the boss. But it is nice to know where the boss room is, though. So I will give a little credit to Soul there. I am going to go and open up these and then take the Soul Hearts. We do not want to take First Eye, however. Close there on that retaliatory strike, but we did get it. I thought we were done. Probably not. Yeah, so yeah, you're seeing here the product of us having piercing shots. It's so strong. You know, our shot speed is not great, but that does allow us to keep a little bit of a healthy uptime on our targets. Here we do have a sacrifice room as well, but unfortunately we don't I don't have a comfortable amount of HP for me to really want to like play the sac room. Once again, our boss room is at the end of a really long room. And also, once again, need to go back into the opposite direction, go find our shop and our item room. Okay. Now, the Soul of the Lost is interesting here because it allows us to take a Devil Deal for free. We do get one. But we can only take one and only one. Clubs doubles our bombs. Could take Pay to Play, but... Gonna pass on Pay to Play. Yes, it does remove the need for keys, but we also kind of need money. Power card here. We can get Splunker Helm. Be super lazy here. All right, so the Spelunker Helm will show us where the secret rooms and super secret rooms are, but also it will allow us to know if we are going towards a dead end. I don't know if you've been noticing or not, but we've been hitting basically full clears for this entire time. Oh. If only we had gotten multiple HP upgrades. The Pestilence, which is going to give us a good old-fashioned orbital. I did not even see him shoot that because it went off of the screen. Okay. I don't know what's gotten into Pestilence lately, but he's been making some ridiculous shots. Cube of Meat. He was doing that on stream also earlier this weekend, like just hitting ridiculous shots. Shots you don't normally see him ever hit. Which we don't have any bombs, but we can get into the curse room anyway. Wait for Tooth and Nail to go off a cooldown here. This should be fun. Look at that. Look at that. All right, Tooth and Nail, I see you. I mean, I guess we could take Mom's Locket for now. See, the problem is that we don't have any red hearts, so it doesn't really affect us that much. I just decided to go down here to this mini boss. It's going to be Envy. Oh, careful there. Another cardio coin. Thank you, Troll Bomb. Gives me a little bit of effort of walking around. You know, walking around is what we all need to do some more, I think of. Been slowly getting back into Pokemon Go, obviously because of all the insanity with the Pokemon breaks on the Twitch channel. Pokemon is on the rise again, man. Great freeze there by Death's Touch and Mom's Eye. Eden's Blessing. Definitely not a fan of Eden's Blessing that much because it does give you, as we saw from that last screenshot of the day, it does give you the chance of getting a bad item. At the same time, I mean, it's really nice getting the Tears upgrade. And this is definitely a run where we could use it. I'm gonna waste my time in here. No bombs, unfortunately. Although we do get 2 bombs, so we will be able to go into the curse room. Or not, not curse room. Sorry, the secret room. 0.7 tears up is so big. It's sausage. Okay, all right. So that is a true all stats up, and that is a huge boost to our damage here. Still gonna rock and roll with the Soul of the Lost, only because we want to get that devil deal. This is where piercing shots really come together here. Money. Just Soul Heart, very nice. Okay, that is very nice. So now what we could do is we could go back and get the Soul of Isaac and use it for the boss room. That's a very odd devil deal chance here with 71%. It's very, very strange. I normally see 71%. Economicon gonna one tap hollow, get meat. So definitely want to take that. And a Krampus fight. A Krampus fight. That's just super duper awesome. Didn't even get Lump of Coal. I'm actually going to stick with Necronomicon because, you know, screw Krampus. And honestly, we could, I mean, Soul Isaac is okay. We have enough HP for us to really make a difference where, like, we don't need the Soul of the Lost. But at the same time, the amount of HP that it saves you is kind of undeniable, so we'll stick with it for now. And using Tooth and Nail to get into curse rooms is one of the best things to do. very easy way to optimize your exploring in any of the floors in Isaac. While doing it safely, you know. Now, very rarely will you ever find Tooth and Nail saving you from damage. Like, the odds of it happening are honestly super remote. You're not really going to be able to time stuff to where Tooth and Nail is going to be able to save you from like a large amount of damage. But when it happens, it's nice. It's kind of like, in a way, in a obtuse way, it's a little bit like Mask of Infamy, where it's, you know, it's unpredictable, but when it prevents damage, hey, sure, you know, it's a good thing. Yo, get a lot more money. Look at that. Now, surprisingly, we still have a chance, if you can believe it. We've got a chance to make boss rush, which is really, really shocking considering. We gotta hurry though, but I mean, it is definitely possible. I don't want to go into the big room without having the Necronomicon, just out of pure convenience. Yep. We expected there. All right. And it turns out we don't even have to go into the big room, so I'm just not gonna. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. Well, yeah, we do. Yeah, so that's where the Necronomicon kind of fails sometimes. Whenever it doesn't execute a room fully, it gets really, really awkward. And now boss rush is pretty much done. And this is the most roundabout way of getting to the boss room on a map I think I've ever seen. If you notice there, we can see across the map up to 2 rooms away thanks to Splunker's helm. Splunker's hat. Blocked there by Cuban Meat. Now, if we wanted to, we can go in and time Tooth and Nail with us having the orbital as a little bit of extra damage. Okay, down goes Cage, no big deal. And we get eye drops, which is technically, I guess, a tears up. Agalas we'll just go ahead and use right now. Go back and see what was at least inside of the super secret room. I don't feel like going all the way up to the regular secret room. No, it's a horrible, horrible reason and logic, but it's true. It's all the way up there. We don't have any bombs anymore, so. All right. Some absolute legends on YouTube are currently, maybe not currently, but like recently uploading a bunch of like the old Godzilla films. And I'm all for it. Like, 1,000%. I mean, I think someone even uploaded the original Godzilla King of the Monsters from 56. Which is, you know, debatably the best one out there. But that argument's always kind of bugged me a little bit, just because like I feel like it's the default for people. Like, well, yeah, it's the oldest, so obviously it's the first. It was obviously the best. And I don't really fall into that camp on any level. I don't think that the original is just default always going to be the best. There are some exceptions. Oh, finally we get some major hope here. I am going to take Holy Grail. We can actually, thanks to the school bag, we actually have the ability to use magic skin, and on top of that, we also get Black Candida. So here we go. I am going to use magic skin because, hell, why not? Yep. Magic skin is going to allow us to produce an item based on the room that we use it in. The trade-off being it will always show up no matter what in the future. Unless if you're holding on to it, which we are. We should go in the curse room just because. Obviously, I would like to try to get a full charge before we get to the big room over there, just to make it a little bit easier. There's our full card. The Eternal Heart. Man, oh man. Happy Monday. Oh, I thought we had invincibility. My mistake. And of course, one day eventually we will be allowed to use our Soul of the Lost. The game, of course, wanting to make sure that we cannot use it because, you know, all it has to do is just not give us a devil deal or give us a Krampus fight, and then it's just rendered useless. And me sitting here looking like a fool with my hands in my pocket or something. I don't know what they're doing. Excuse me? Apparently there was another one alive there. All right, so we have the Book of Secrets. Honestly, I guess give me mapping. See, the problem now is that we've committed to having the magic skin. I'm gonna go back to the secret room here. It's really a shame that we don't have any sort of reroll in there. Like, I don't know, maybe Soul of Isaac would be kind of nice. All right. Magic skin will cost us a red heart container. You never know. Maybe we'll find a confessional booth. All right. 83.5%. Here we go. Will we or will we not be able to use the Soul of the Lost? Will the game just simply not give us a devil deal for the rest of this run? Yeah, someone's been uploading, and 83% just, just give it up one time, everybody, one time. 83.5%. Gotta love it. We had to wait till floor 6 in order for us to finally get a chance to possibly use our Soul of the Lost, our Lost of the Soul. Soul of the Lost? You know what I mean. Can you dig it, sucker? It's almost as if I called it. It's almost as if I said that the game was going to do this. Apparently that fetus can shoot while frozen. World card here. And as luck would have it, we went the wrong way. All right. Kid boyhood baby. All right. I don't know why bombs have been in such short supply lately. Feels like they just don't exist anymore sometimes. It's like always like feast or famine when it comes to consumables. Guess I didn't really need to do that, but what I'm really hoping for is we find a lot of red hearts and also a confessional booth so we can get rid of the broken hearts, because I really don't like having broken hearts. See the doubling effect there of eye drops. I mean, we've got 100%, so I mean, yeah, we could use it on the next floor, I guess. But we need to go into the confessional, or into the super secret room to find the confessional booth if there is one in there. There's not. then I'm not really willing to use any more magic skin because it's just gotten us nothing. I will at least bomb our way into the secret room because if there is a soul heart or a soul heart, if there is a reroll machine in there, then we might be talking. Yeah, it's a greed fight. Right. So we waited long, and it was a struggle. Loki, you're gonna bless us with a good devil deal here, all right? I'm encouraged by the fact that we have not seen Fallen. I mean, I'm glad you're over there, Loki. I'm great. I'm super happy for you. There we go. Speedball. Yeah. Yep. Some good devil deal right there. Now we just have to hold on to the Soul of the Lost just because of the simple comedy factor at this point. Game is listening to you, yada, yada, yada. I'm telling you, man. The evidence is just undeniable. I mean, you can't script this stuff. You really can't. Imagine if you could. Imagine that kind of power. Anyway, I was watching Godzilla on YouTube, of all things. And, man, I really, like, I miss the old series of Godzilla. I also forgot how much Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, all at Giant Monsters Attack, how much Godzilla looks like a freaking crocodile in that one. Please. Esau Jr. I'm gonna hold this just in case Magic Skin screws us. We got Missing No. Now Missing No will not stay on Esau Jr., thankfully. And I mean, at least it's out of the pool, I guess. That blood bomb. This is another double tinted rock here, by the way. Small rock I'm going to save for Eden, not Esau Jr. I do like the spectral piercing that we have with Dead Onion, though. Yeah, I mean, Godzilla looks like a crocodile in that movie. It's kind of unsettling. With he's got like blank white eyes and stuff. It was a good one. It's been a while since I've watched a lot of these old Godzilla flicks. It really just kind of shows you like how far technology has come, because obviously, like, by today's standards, none of the Godzillas really hold up in terms of like their special effects to a certain degree. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect the art. It's just a factual fact. You know, technology improves, the special effects improve. You know, the less janky it looks. The blank rune here, and that gives us a AWAS. All right, here we go. Our last chance for us to get any use out of the Soul of the Lost that we've been holding since floor 3. Here we go. All right. Will the prophecy become true yet again? Okay. And there you go. There it is, everybody. All right. Thank you, Soul of the Lost. Truly remarkable. Guys. So we know that the continuation is not north of here because Spelunker's Helm, the Spelunker Helm would have shown that there was a room next to or above that big room there. No room over there. The Pyro, which is going to give us 99 bombs, we'll take it. Yeah, this is one of those items, or one of those rooms that I just cannot be bothered. Mom's Eye, of course, doing some bang up DPS, crowd control work, but you saw the complication right there with Boiled Baby. The game does not, it does not do a good job at trying to show you which ones are enemy tiers and which ones are your tiers. That's really my main gripe with Boiled Baby. A great block by Tooth and Nail. I wasn't even expecting Isaac to shoot there. To take advantage of Pyro here while we can. It's adding a little bit of damage. You know, our damage is not phenomenal, but our damage is okay. 8.72 ain't bad. I also wanted to use Magic Skin so we can get the Polaroid effect, but we need to stop taking damage right now. Two endgame bosses that we've lost a grand total of almost 5 HP to. That is not acceptable. There we go. Down goes Isaac, and we have one more to go. Not going to use Magic Skin anymore because we just don't have the HP. But this is going to be a photo finish here. Not sure if I trust this run. IBS, Mom's Bottle of Pills, Infamy, and a Boil Baby. All right. Just what we are looking for. Neat. Here we go. Yippity-doo. We cannot afford to use Magic Skin anymore. You know, again, we're going to try to weave in don't think Libra does anything for us here. I'm going to be totally honest. We'll come back after we're done with Blue Baby. Come back after we're done with Blue Baby to see if it actually would change anything for us, but I don't think it is actually going to work out for the better. Now, in a pinch, we do have the option of switching to Esau Jr. if we run, if we're just like out of HP on Eden. Which right now, who knows, like, the game is pulling some grade A premium Isaac DS here. Soul of Cain. We could look for the Ultra Secret Room. I'm just not going to. I didn't think that there was going to be anything in here. Love to beat Sloth last. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. All right, so at least through the secret room, we can skip kind of a big, annoying room. But Esau Jr. will be there just in case if we need that little extra HP. Now, had I taken Boil Baby, we would have gotten Conjoined, which obviously I'm not a huge fan of because, again, with the concept of us not being able to control our outgoing DPS, but also lowering our damage done. You know, some people say it's not significant enough, and that's fine. They can be, you know, they can be of their own opinion. But I don't like lowering my damage. If at all possible, if I can avoid doing that, then I'm going to. Unless if it's for something like, say, Skinny on Mushroom, as we saw. You know, there's certain items in the game that it's okay to lower your damage, but not ideal. However, what I will say is that lowering your damage via, like, you know, Libra, if it's going to possibly not help you out in any other way, is not really a winning strategy you want to employ. But I will go back to see what Libra would have given us here, assuming we don't die against Blue Baby. All right, here we go. Been certainly a run here, but honestly, like, some of my MVP is definitely going to go to Mom's Eye. Mom's Contact, I should say, not Mom's Eye. Freezing stuff is really nice, especially combined with, like, you know, unlimited bomb practically. Able to really add on some pain here. Cannot believe that didn't hit us. There we go. We just had to push him over the edge. He's about to break. There we go. So we are going to get the dub here. Eventually we got there. Whew, that was a journey and a half. Now, before we go, I do want to see what Libra would have done. My prediction is that it was going to be a bad pickup for us. Yeah, it literally just gave us range 0.09, basically 900ths of a point of tears, and then a little bit of movement speed. So yeah, that would have been absolutely horrible for us. But we are going to get the dub here. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and let us know now in the comments down below, since it was pretty relevant towards the end there. What is your take on Libra? Have you ever decided to turn back around, do a 180, and say, you know what, Libra's actually kind of great, like me? Like, as in, like, I'm not great, but I'm saying, like, I did that. You know, I'm relating the fact that, like, I also said that. I'm not calling myself great. Or do you think that Libra is just trash? Put them in the comments down below. The top 3 most upvoted comments get read. And again, sorry about the confusion about the sponsored stream that's going to be coming up on this Saturday. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everyone. Let's get this video over 3,000 likes to bring back the like streak counter. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Chronic Shadow, Troy Mason, and Relat01. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.